deprivation of rights under color of law is a federal criminal charge. It's sometimes used against the police and other law enforcement officers when they allegedly use their power to violate another person's rights under the Constitution of the United States. Give me an example of deprivation of rights.
According to study.com, according to the FBI, the following are examples of deprivation of rights. A police officer used a weapon to subdue an offender who was already detained in handcuffs.
And then tell me what the color of law is.
According to Amazon.com, in The Color of Law, Richard Rothstein shows that the use of discriminatory residential practices in the U.S., including racially zoned housing areas, restrictive covenants, the creation of fear of loss of property values, and at times violence, have been in effect from the Reconstruction period in the late 19th.
Okay, so that gives you a gist of it, discrimination, right? And so when I was kicked out of my apartment because the mental health patients in the beehive and the informants and snitches don't like me, that's a deprivation of my rights. And I lost all my belongings, so that's another violation of my rights, okay? And then because of that, give me the definition of slander.
Here's the definition of slander: the action or crime of making a false spoken statement damaging to a person's reputation.
That would be what Gordon Obert, Jeffrey Keaton, and Justin Rolfe did in a report to the Waterville Police Department, as well as the informant snitch for the Vermont State Police that called in fictitious reports and statements against me, not only last year, but continuously years before that. And it'd all be what? The informants from the Railroad Street Department Beehive in Island Pond, Vermont, the town officials, the sheriff. Oh, by the way, Jeff Noyce, the sheriff, I forgot to tell you, you can Google it. I already shared it like a year ago or so. Jeffrey Noyce was listed in the newspaper back in 2009 because there was a stolen computer he was investigated for out of the police department. I've got the copy of the paperwork that proves that it was missing. Repeat of history. After my attorney requested the copy of evidence and proof of statements that they said they wouldn't give to me. So the computer that would have held those are the computer parts and monitor that came up missing from the Island Pond Police Department in 2009. Jeffrey Noyce is the one that was being investigated, supposedly. The computer was never found that I'm aware of. But I have all the paperwork and proof to tell you and prove to you that what I'm telling you is a fact and it's true. That the computer came up missing. I never got the reports my attorney asked for, that I requested. And he never got charged. He's still committing frivolous acts because he's the one that told me that I better watch what I say and do. And it was on audio at Dollar General. Nan didn't give it to me. She was scared. But now recently I find out she got it on her job. So this has been a revolving situation. Janine at the post office, I'm not sure if she still got her job or not. But I'm going to keep on mentioning her name until somebody comes clean. Michelle Wilcox at the library, she knew everything that was going on. I even posted everything on the public notice board in Island Pond. Everybody knew what was happening. Everybody. Why is everybody so scared to speak up and defend yourselves? Is it that fucking hard? I do it all by myself. I defend myself, my family, and all of you. And I'm only one person. 5'1", 111 pounds. I'm out here supporting and hoeing and fighting for all of you and your rights. And not one of you are backing me. But that's okay. Because when I'm gone, you're going to say, the fuck happened, man? I wish I would have helped her. Because now she's not going to help me. And you're goddamn straight. If I've helped you once and you have not even bothered to try and help me something in any way, I ain't never going to help you again. I'm going to laugh at you, though. Hope that helps you. And most of you know, these are males that I'm talking to. Some of you are females. But you're acting like a male when you don't get off your ass and help others. Okay? And I'm not going to give out names yet. But you all know who you are. 28 USC 4101. So that's slander. When Waterville PD, they put it in writing. Thank you very much. So that's a cut and dry case. You can't say that you didn't say it. Either that, or that would be Seth Rolfe slandering the three that I just mentioned. So all four of them concluded in that one report slander against me. And y'all wonder why? It's a no fucking brainer. I have the right to protect myself, and I have the right to sue when somebody does me wrong. It's not my fault that you're fucking retarded, males, and that you do this to me. It's not my fault you females don't get up off your asses and follow suit because you're stuck on stupid with silly pills, and the males too. I don't know. I don't know what your issue is. Maybe you're just tired of it. Maybe you don't know how to stand up for yourself. Maybe you don't have what it takes, so you think. But the sooner you get up and speak up and start talking about what happened to you, you're going to heal, and you're going to be able to do the same thing that I do. Talk about it. Exploit it. And then maybe we all can get together and help each other. Yeah, it's not an easy task, but it's also not hard to do. Speak up and speak out. That's what you got to do. I don't like people defaming me. I don't like being slandered. I've learned to be accustomed to it, but I shouldn't have to be. It's done a lot of damage, but it's not just damaging me. You're the one having to pay my bills if you're a taxpayer. I'm not going to pay bills to somebody that does me wrong. How about that? I'm not going to help people that do me wrong either, but I'm also not going to hold secrets for people that do me wrong. I'm not like that. You can come to me and confide in me, but if you've done me wrong, don't think I'm going to be quiet about it. I ain't going to tell your secrets, but I'm not going to be quiet about what you do wrong to me either, okay? So just know that before you cross that fucking line. And then there's the statute of limitations. Well, there is no statute of limitations when you didn't realize or you didn't know that you were being abused. How about that? So with that being said, that's why I filed on protection of deprivation of rights, violation of due process, and many, many more. Conspiracy to crime, conspiracy to kidnap. There's a lot. When the state comes at you and takes your children, that's already a violation of due process, federal court. Get your ass to the court would be my suggestion, and file immediate protection from abuse, harassment, and stalking, because you know they're already abusing your child by the time that they take him out of your arms and out that door. That's abuse and neglect and deprivation of rights, violation of your rights. Come on now, wake up, people.